November the 5th, wildfowl and waders. Swollen numbers of mallard, tufted duck, pochard, wigeon and ruddy ducks are all a typical feature of November. 2,000 or more teal are sometimes recorded at Rainham, and the Walthamstow Reservoirs seem to be a particular favourite for visiting gadwall and shoveler. With a little more hunting, a few more shelduck, goldeneye, pintail and smew may also be found. Even rarer but still regular visitors this month are garganey, eider, ferruginous duck, red-breasted merganser and goosander. Divers such as the red and black-throated and great northern occasionally forsake the estuary and appear as if by magic on one of our reservoirs, but usually only in ones or twos. November is also a good month to keep an eye out for grebes. After their molt, when they couldn't fly at all, Great Crested grebes are particularly fine, and there is a better chance than usual to see the shy little grebe. Rarer grebes, such as the red-necked, black-necked and Slavonian, occasionally visit William Girling and Walthamstow reservoirs. You don't have to travel far in London to see geese in the late autumn, as substantial numbers of Canada and feral greylag are common enough as centrally as Hyde Park and Kensington Gardens. Egyptian geese in recent years seem to turn up in small groups almost anywhere there is a common with a pond. To see any rarer Brent geese or a Barnacle goose, it will be necessary to take a trip down the estuary. Waders are another group of long-distance migrants, many of which are now arriving in London, some after truly momentous journeys. The odd miscalculation on their part can result in some being seen quite centrally. The usual flocks of lapwing, golden plover, redshank and dunlin can all be expected at Rainham. This is also now a good place to see all three egrets, cattle, great white and little. In among flocks of waders, it is always worth looking out for smaller numbers of plovers, such as grey or ringed, curlew, or even a ruff, or perhaps a little stint. Both black-tailed and bar-tailed godwits are also sometimes seen. The latter is a real high flyer, having been recorded on passage flying at just over 6,000 metres. Dunlin have been recorded at just over 7,000 metres. Looking across the marshes, any flock rising at a 45-degree angle, with much fluttering of wings and then zigzagging, and occasionally making a slight screeching sound, could well be a wisp of snipe. This is also the time of year we tend to see most jack snipe. They may well have landed on the east coast and just spread out towards London. They tend to rise in silence and then quickly land again, just a short distance away. If you are lucky enough to see them before they see you, watch out for the way in which they seem to bounce rather than walk, occasionally popping their heads up as if to check who's around. In all the winter months, it is always worth going to the end of the estuary and gazing longingly out to sea. More often than not, you see nothing, but just occasionally you might get the haunting sight of a passing Arctic skua or spot a dancing storm petrel among the waves.